It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Huskies' rookie wide receiver. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Huskies and the Thunderbirds, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us north of the border in the historic French-Canadian city of Montreal, Quebec. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Albuquerque taking on the Huskies of Montreal. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here in Montreal. This fielded right at the goal. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. James. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Operating from the gun. James. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Here are the key inactives for this one, Charles, and as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field. I know in most cases people think you throw the ball in this situation, and when they ran, it almost felt like a little bit of a surrender, maybe a give up. But I don't know if that's really the case. They might have been probing a little bit, checking the defense and filing it away for later. They might have something working later on.
And his kick here is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Play action here with Dalton. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. James. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Ash. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. So Dalton now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Throwing, Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Dalton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. To throw is James. Throwing on 1st down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 60 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now Dalton. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Andy Dalton. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Locked incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Ash. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Passing, it's Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Here's James off the play fake. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's 2nd and 10. Dalton now to pass. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd down and 6. Dalton sets up play action. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
Off the play fake, James. Bell brings it in across the formation. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
James looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Rose. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. James got it to Bell on the out route. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Rose, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
James now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Barker. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Harris running straight ahead, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Another chance for Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
49-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Dalton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw here, Dalton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
And Dalton to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Back to throw again. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Ball start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points,
but
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now James, off play action. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To throw is James on 1st and 10. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Allen. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And this is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So Dalton now. He's got Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing, Dalton. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. This will be Dalton again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Dalton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to number 34.
This 2nd and 4.
38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Here's Dalton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
The 30-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 3rd down and 1. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Back to throw. James. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. James. Slant route completes a Bell. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. James. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, James. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, James. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
And that flag accepted. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Rose. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. James. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Operating from the gun, James. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's James from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Play action now, Dalton. And he fires one incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd down, Dalton. Allen's got it complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dalton now to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, James going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Off play action. James. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barker. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! From 13 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final?
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Ash. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Andy Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now.
They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. But I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Rose.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here comes third down at 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rose.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
James throwing on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw here, Dalton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
The throw right sideline here is complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Up the middle they go. Ash. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Huskies are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Let me get blocked in the back. Offense.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Here's 3rd and 7. Now a give right side. It's Rose, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Rose. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 1st down, it's Rose. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Rose. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, James. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for Dalton. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now 2nd and 9. Passing, it's Dalton. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 19 at a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Rose, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, it's Rose. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 99 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort?
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Albuquerque, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Montreal, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.